The following is a recreated video and audio log found on an abandoned base after a Thargoid revenant attack. The video and audio has been reconstructed and may contain some glitches. Exhausted and mentally drained, I sought a momentary respite from the relentless chaos that engulfed the base. With a heavy heart, I found a secluded corner, a brief sanctuary amidst the turmoil, and allowed myself to succumb to the fatigue that plagued my body. As I closed my eyes seeking solace in the darkness, fragmented memories of my past life invaded my thoughts. Distorted flashes of being an independent pilot emerged from the depths of my subconscious. I recalled the exhilaration of protecting mining shipments and soaring through the vastness of space in my trusty Vulture attack ship. The memories swirled, intertwining with recollections of getting my first Crate Mark II, the transition to the bounty hunting, and the thrill of pursuing my targets across the galaxy. But these memories were ephemeral, fleeting fragments that danced at the edge of my consciousness. They were distorted and twisted by the weight of the presence and harrowing reality of my desperate struggle against the Thargoids. Suddenly my tranquil rest was shattered by a cacophony of discordant sounds. The base trembled as multiple Thargoid scout ships swooped in, their ominous presence casting dark shadows over the surroundings. The shrill buzzing filled in the air as they released another wave of Thargoid drones, each one a potential harbinger of destruction. Startled from my momentary respite, I rose quickly to my feet, my weariness momentarily forgotten as adrenaline coursed through my body. The urgency of the situation surged through my veins, reigniting the flames of determination within me. There was no time for rest, no room for complacency. The Thargoids had returned, and we were once again thrust into the heart of the relentless onslaught. The echoes of my past life faded into the background as I refocused my attention on the present. The Thargoid drones swarmed, their yellow searchlights piercing the darkness as they embarked on their destructive mission. The time for reminiscence and introspection had passed. Now was the time to rise, to face the encroaching threat head-on, and to forge a path of survival through this alien nightmare. I reluctantly left the confines of the command center, my energy dwindling with each step. The base seemed even more foreboding as I traveled its well-known corridors, the distant groans of the Thargoids echoing in my ears like a haunting melody. The journey back to the storage building felt long. The flickering lights cast eerie shadows, heightening my sense of unease. With heavy steps I searched through the rest of the remaining crates, my weariness slowing my progression. I managed to find some meager rations and water, a stark reminder that my resources were dwindling. Making my way back to the command center, I sought solace in the pressurized confines of a room. Removing my helmet, the cool air provided a brief respite, but weariness clung to my bones still. The meal of the small amount of water and food offered little comfort, failing to invigorate me. Sitting in the dimly lit room, surrounded by the remnants of my shattered existence, my determination waned. The weight of the situation pressed upon me, and hope seemed like a distant memory. Thoughts of accessing the mainframe and tracking the lost SRV and any fighters that were still out there felt like a distant dream, a feeble attempt to grasp at fading straws. As fatigue overwhelmed me, I struggled to keep my eyes open, the weariness seeping into my very being. The thought of delving into the mainframe felt like an insurmountable task, an endeavor too daunting to undertake in my current state. Perhaps it was simply a desperate delusion, an illusion of control in the face of overwhelming odds. With a heavy heart I finished my meager meal, the taste devoid of hope it once carried. My thoughts became muddled, and I could no longer summon the energy to conjure a new plan. The Thargoids' buzzing drone sounds seemed louder, their presence more suffocating. In the moment, I longed for respite, for a chance to rest and gather strength. The mainframe and its potential faded into the background, overshadowed by the weight of my exhaustion. As I closed my eyes once again, the sound of approaching Thargoid ships filled the air, a dissonant symphony signaling the relentless onslaught that awaited me.